Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another LRT PL Weekly interview we are doing today. And along my side, I have Fabio, the CEO of 11F Media, the company behind all of Post Esports League and Luxembourg Gaming Experience. Also, as I'm sure a lot of you know. And yeah, first of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Daniel.
And my first question would be, what is your opinion so far on all of the Post Esport League, and has this project been to your expectations? Has it been a success so far?
First of all, it's the first official esport league in Luxembourg and the greater region. So I think it is a huge step for the esport development at our country and the greater region. And many organizations has worked so hard the last 5 to 6, 7 years, and I'm pretty confident and happy about this huge step for the ecosystem here in Luxembourg. So the project has, in my opinion, has been a success. Of course, yes, absolutely, I would rate this as a success because media attention climbed up so far. I remember just the first day we had, I think it was the 5th of March, to be exactly. All the media attention, they called me and they called to have all the information about the eSport League. So it was really exciting, and we felt this. We were feeling this also, that the media attention climbed up so far. Yes.
Okay. Well, you said there was a lot of tension also building up. That maybe brings along also pressure, and I'm sure a project like this does not never only include bright sides. So, what were bigger challenges you had to face so far?
The biggest challenge, I think, it was to estimate the whole work which is included in such a esport league, because although we had some esports leagues previously at 11F, like the FIFA Ultimate Team League 2 years ago, but it was nothing to compare with this huge event. And also with this big partner, we are speaking about Post. Post is a giant at the market here in Luxembourg. I mean, it's the leader of employees here in Luxembourg with 4,600, I think. And so this is it was a big challenge for us to working with Post for this esport league and to estimate the whole work in advance. So that was, I think, the biggest challenge. And then, yeah, there was, I think, a coronavirus that came to that was a big challenge too. I think we will talking about later on.
Yeah. So first, as we were talking about challenges, and maybe you said also a challenge for you was that you could not really estimate, or you didn't see coming the work that was coming towards you. What are the mistakes that you might have made, and what would you change if you were to start over again, or if you or maybe also for the next seasons coming?
You're talking about the next season. Are you sure there's a second season? No.
I sure hope so.
Mistakes? No, we at 11F we don't do any mistakes. So no, that was a joke. Of course, there are mistakes in the first esport league. I think that it's all natural that you do some mistakes at the first time. Every first project that you are going ahead, you do some mistakes. It is just important to analyze the whole process, the mistakes, and then for the future, don't do it again with the same mistakes. So I think that at the end of the season, we are I don't think so. We will do it. At the end of the season, we are doing a survey and asking all the esport players, all the viewers, about what was good and what was maybe not so good. And then we are trying to improve the league and all the structures behind it.
Okay, so
But for the moment, I can't remember that we did big mistakes. Maybe you have seen some mistakes. I don't know.
so far I don't have to complain about a lot.
Okay.
But maybe, or I'm sure the community will have a lot of feedback. So, and I really like the idea that you want to do a survey and get into interaction
Yeah.
there also with the community.
I think this is the best idea because this is, like I said, the first time that we did an so huge project. It is no doubt one of the biggest projects that we had to face and we had to manage in our history of our company. And so at the end of the season, we are doing a survey and everyone can participate and give us their feedback.
Okay, so we have already scratched the topic a little bit, but what can we expect for the future of Post Esport League? Is there going to be a second season? And if yes, what maybe are there maybe new games to expect, or can you spoil us a little bit?
I'm trying to. So, of course, that was a question that I was expecting. And right now, it's difficult to say if we are doing in the next season. I don't have the right to talk about it because we are now in half of the season, in the mid-season from the first one. And of course, everything you do, you have in your head, in your mind already this a possible eventually second season. Okay, this we are doing. Okay, we are doing it better there, or like you said, we are adding a new game, or maybe also changing some disciples. So of course, we have this in mind. I hope so. Like you said, you also, I hope so of a next season because we put in a lot of work for this first season, and it would be a pity when we didn't organize the second one.
Mm. Yeah, and I think it's also the first thing that big in Luxembourg, also with that much of a prize pool. So would be great to have that again. And I think it helps improve esport in Luxembourg in general a lot.
Yes.
So, but back to the roots of Post Esport League, how did this first, or how did this project come together in the first place? Like, did Post advance you, or and how did working together with Post come together, and how well does it work out also?
I think it is exactly 1 year ago. It was in July, June or July last year, when Post did such the contact with us for the LGX, the Luxembourg Gaming Convention, having a booth there. And of course, we went into the negotiation, and they had a booth. And obviously, LGX 2019 was a big success with more than 14,000 visitors, and he was so excited that he said, okay, gaming esports, it's very interesting, and we want to do more. And then some negotiations, some workshops passed through, and we decided to do an esports league for Luxembourg. That was the one thing I think that was missing already. We had the media, we had already the convention, the events. So that was a lot of work in the past in the past years, and but the leak that was missing, and Post came, I think, at a good point in the development of this ecosystem, to joining the ecosystem with the league, and we are pretty happy about it.
Okay. Um, well, we are happy about it too, and I think the community is also really happy because, as you said, it was something that was that was kind of missing out, and I think it's great to have that, and I hope it will have a future. Something about Post Esport League that a lot of people have been asking about from the beginning, and that has not been done, at least not from the organizer side, was a broadcasting of the entire season. I mean, we jumped in with PL Weekly, and I'm really happy because that brought us a lot of success. But why was there no official broadcasting from the beginning of the season from your side or Post side?
Well, like I said, even without a broadcast, this whole campaign, this whole project is a lot of work. So when you count in to organize also the broadcast, you guys, it nearly doubles up the work. Um, and we thought about it, of course, but we decided for this first season not doing a weekly broadcast, because when you guys, you do it for League of Legends, but if the organizer, if Post Esport to organize a broadcast, you have to do it for the free games. So you have to look for the casters, you have to look for the admins, you have to look for. There's a lot of people who work there, and it was just auch in human resource not possible to do it for this year. Also in short of time, we planned it in after the LGX, and November, December till January, we were planning the whole year, and 3 months is not much time for planning a whole year, and not at all if it is the first league. It's the first season. It's the first season this year. So we decided to keep it the safer way, just doing the organization, and let you guys like LRT doing the broadcast that was spontaneous. We didn't talk about it before, but it was something that we were expecting, that the players or other organizations in the ecosystem, they jumped in and they do it as a broadcast in this first season. And then for an eventually second season, I hope so that we have a broadcast from Post Esports League every week.
Okay. And then one last question before we finish the interview here. Not sure if you can answer it with certainty at this point, because I'm sure you've been having problems a lot also with coronavirus so far. Or actually, that's a question I kind of forgot. But how much of a challenge did Corona crisis actually put upon Post Esport League?
Corona crisis, they put an impact on the Post Esport League, like the COVID had an impact at all the economic system in the world, and nearly more than only the economy system, so nearly everything, and also Post Esport League. But we had planned to do some local events like LAN parties, and do the qualifiers and the playoffs now the 1st and the 5th of July there. We did changed the system and the procedure, but as you know, with esports, it was quite simple. You do it online. That was a big switch, a quick switch, I would say. But all the planification that we had, they changed a little bit with the online versions. It was just that we had to face. I'm happy about the league that we could continue, because a lot of sports, they canceled during the last 3 or 4 months. That was not the case for Post Esport League, and it was maybe the only competition who was alive the last 4 months, I think so. And it's attracted more attention because of the COVID. Maybe that is the positive side. COVID has As you know, a lot of negative sides also, but that was the one who was maybe the positive one, that more people played video games, more people were interested, not only people, but also media. Attention was there for this eSport league.
Mhm. And now, as we are already talking about coronavirus, you have one big event every year coming up in the end of September. And do you already know, or can you already say something? Is LGX going to be a thing this year, um, or not?
Yeah. At the moment, I can't give you a 100% yes or no correct answer to this question because it's not in my hands. We have to look at the evolution of the COVID lockdown, the end of the lockdown, and what the government will say. That's the most important thing. If we are allowed to organize it in the end of September or not. That's the only question we have. We, from our side, from 11F, we are organizing it, we are planning it right now. We are in contact with all the exhibitors, with the cosplay, with the different organisms. Like I said, there will be a next LGX. I can't give you just the answer if it is in September. Maybe it is in November, in December, or early 2021. But there will be a next LGX. And
Okay.
for the moment, I think, in my opinion, I'm sure we will do it this year.
Okay. Then I guess we will hope so too. And Fabio, thanks a lot for being here tonight and for having you. And yeah, also thank you everyone for watching this interview tonight. Make sure to leave a like if you liked the video, and see you next time.
Thank you. You're welcome. And thumbs up for the whole PL weekly crew. You did you do an amazing job, and we are all happy that you do the broadcast of League of Legends. Go on, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.